Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Ouroboros Tarot, and today we are going to be asking how it is that your person thinks that you are feeling in this connection. So I have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. These messages were very specific today, so if you don't find a message that resonates, that's okay. There might not be a message in here for you today, or there might be some messages for you, so please just go ahead and take what resonates and leave the rest. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits best with your energy as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hello group 1. If you chose this mushroom with the crystals in the background, then this is going to be your reading on how your person thinks that you feel. So we have the oracle cards here already. I'll go ahead and shuffle as well, and then we will get right on into it. What does pile 1's person think that they are feeling for them? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the Star. We have the Tower. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay, we have the King of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. How do they think they're feeling? We have the 2 of Cups. And on the back of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so for your oracle cards, we pulled Good Things, Air, Badger, Water, and the Messenger. I feel very strongly that your person is under the impression that you feel as though this connection is threatened. And what I'm really picking up on is that in this feeling of being threatened, you're really in a very tumultuous space at the moment. You're definitely in your head, and you're also swimming in your emotions right now, according to what they're thinking. They feel as though you feel threatened that this connection is, or you worry that this connection is being threatened, and you're feeling overwhelmed by it because you see a great deal of potential in this connection, and you see a connection that is worth fighting for. According to them, you feel very, very thankful and happy and content in this. There might be some rocky times. However, when it comes to what it is that you want in the future, you really do see this connection as something in your future. And because you are under the impression that it's being threatened, they really feel as though you have something to say. They feel as though you're not saying everything that you need to say or want to say to them, and they are expecting more communication here in the near future. Again, we have like some sort of insecurity here, but it's not, I'm sensing insecurity in the terms of you feel as though there's some sort of like outside factor, or there's something in this connection that is not supposed to be there, and that's where this insecurity comes from. However, your person sees you as somebody who is willing to put in the work and is willing to defend this connection in any way, shape, or form, and they feel as though you feel like you will be victorious. You aren't going to give up that easily when it comes to this connection. And with the 10 of Cups here, and with the 2 of Cups, I'm sensing they feel as though you care for them deeply, and you see a great deal of you feel a great deal of joy with them. You feel very content and happy and like you're at home with them. However, something has occurred here with this Tower and the Two of Cups. They're sensing that you're very upset about something. Something has really turned your world upside down in terms of this connection. Something is really making this connection rocky and shaky, and they're not under the impression that you're just going to just throw your hands up in the air and walk away. They have this feeling as though in this turmoil you're still pushing forward. I'm just sensing there's a lot of action in these cards, and honestly, with the Hermit and the King of Wands, another thing that I'm picking up on is that maybe you feel as though you don't know the whole story of what's going on, and you feel threatened because of that. For some of you, I feel as though intuitively they are sensing that you know that something is off, that they could potentially give you the truth too, however they're keeping it to themselves. And that's only going to resonate for some of you, but I'm sensing with this Hermit and the King of Wands as though your person is understanding that you're not going to just let this slide. You are in the process of seeking the truth of what it is that doesn't sit quite right with you. And if that doesn't resonate, I'm also sensing that your person feels like you'll do whatever it takes to keep this connection going. So if that means giving one another space for a little while, you will gladly take the lead in that and give this person space for the sake of this connection lasting. And then we have the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm really sensing here that your person feels as though you've put a lot of energy into this. You've worked really hard in this connection to help it get to where it is. And they are really, for one, acknowledging the efforts that you have put into this connection. But for two, they're acknowledging that you feel as though you have done a lot for this connection. And you'll be damned if it just gets thrown out the window, you know, the second something gets a little rocky. And lastly, with this King of Swords here, what I'm picking up on is that your person is understanding how intelligent you are. They're understanding how intelligent you are, and they're also understanding that you yourself know that you are intelligent. There's no gaslighting that's going to be allowed in this if you feel as though something is being hidden from you. There's no manipulation that's going to happen when it comes to how you decide to go about things, when it comes to the opinions that you yourself are coming up with. They see you as somebody who is very independent and really thinks for themselves and is really thinking for themselves right now in terms of this connection. But pile one, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to email me at the address that I've provided in the description box down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the opportunity to read for you again in another video. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello group 2. If you chose these colorful mushrooms, then this is going to be your reading on how your person thinks that you feel. So these are your oracle cards. I've already pulled those. Let's go ahead and shuffle some tarot, and then we'll go ahead and get right on into it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to shuffle one more time. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, please feel free to email me at the address that's listed in the description box. Okay, how does pile 2's person think that pile 2 feels? We have the Page of Wands, I'm going to take all of them. Oh my gosh. Okay. The High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. One or both of you could be fire signs. There's a lot of fire here. How does pile 2's person think that pile 2 feels? We have the Knight of Wands now. We have the 8 of Swords under this High Priestess. Interesting. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Magician. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. Yes, lots of wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands. Okay. Pile 2. For your oracle cards here, we have Broken and Hatched, Shift, Sasquatch, Safe Travels, and Gifts to the Portal. I am really picking up on this energy of you having, from your person's perspective, of you having 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out of the door. I think that your person is under the impression that you are really contemplating leaving this connection behind. And they're showing me what it is that the reasoning behind why you want to leave this behind. And I'm really sensing that there's mistrust here. And I don't necessarily see it from mistrust from some sort of betrayal, like a really big, dramatic, intense betrayal. It's more like you are under the impression, according to them, that even no matter what they say, they're not actually going to follow through with it. And it's like you've gone round and round in circles time and time again and nothing has changed. And at this point, everything that they say is almost as mythical as this Sasquatch. It's just like a wives' tale. It's something that seems hopeful and mysterious and magical and kind of like a what if, and it sounds really great. It's a good story. However, can you really trust it? Is it really going to actually happen this time, or is it still just going to be words, is what I'm picking up on how they think you feel. And I'm also picking up on with this Gifts to the Portal, as though they are under the impression that you don't feel appreciated, that your work that you are putting into this connection, into your own life, into trying to be a part of their life, all of that goes unnoticed in your eyes, according to them. And you're fed up. You're fed up. For the 10 of Wands to be the bottom of the deck energy, I'm really sensing that this person feels as though there was something that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, enough is enough, and this has been going on for too long. That's what they're thinking. And they think that you're going to just drop all of these wands and be done. The load is too much at this point. What else do I want to touch on? Let's talk about this Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And the key words for both of these. For the Page of Wands, it's exploration. And for me, when I think of the Page of Wands, I always think of thinking outside of the box, looking beyond the horizon, really going on adventures. And then here, for the Knight of Wands, we have the key word adventure. And I think that your person is under the impression that you have 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door. And while 1 foot is in the door, you are exploring other options, whether or not that's other dates, other lovers, or maybe it's just other ways of life. Maybe it's a new place to live, something like that. You are really exploring your opportunities right now. And for both of these cards to come out right on top of one another, your person senses this heavily. Whether or not this is true or not, they are very much under the impression that you are in the process of leaving them. And I'm seeing it here with the Queen of Wands and the Magician as well. The key term here is determination, and the key term for the Magician is creation. And you know what? You know another thing that I'm noticing here? With all of these cards being wands, I feel as though your person is under the impression that one of the main things that keeps you in this connection is the passion. However, it's severely lacking in other ways from their perspective. And they're seeing you right now as this Queen of Wands, as somebody who is incredibly determined to have a more fulfilling life, or at least a more fulfilling connection. And the only way you see to do this at the moment is to become this magician, rather than looking to this connection to bring about more emotional fulfillment, more financial or earthly fulfillment, more mental stimulation. You're looking to yourself, and you're depending on yourself to start creating what it is that you want, because you don't trust this person to do it for you. And here with the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, again, twos typically represent like either union or decisions or compromise. And here for the Two of Wands, we have planning. And if you look at this image, it's an image of a map, which gives me the same energy as these two cards, this page in the Knight of Wands, of exploring, of adventure, of looking beyond the horizon. And I'm really sensing that your person feels like you are making changes, perhaps behind their back, or perhaps it's simply a thought right now, but they are really under the impression that you might be moving, or that you might just be moving on. And for the Wheel of Fortune to be right underneath it, I'm really sensing with this Two of Wands, this decision that you're making, that you're coming to terms with or deciding on, has to do with the cycle of this connection, and whether or not you want to continue the cycle or if you want to end it. But I think this person is really acknowledging that there is a cycle here that just goes round and round and never actually changes or stops. And then here we have the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. And what I'm getting from this is that your person sees you as somebody who is not very happy right now. You're not the most content in this connection. And we have the term here, self-victimization. And I'm sensing that they also feel as though you might, and I wholeheartedly disagree. If this is resonating with you, I disagree with what I'm about to say, but this is from what I'm picking up on from your person's energy. I'm getting the sense that they feel as though you're blowing this out of proportion, or they're still not quite understanding the severity of this. And I'm picking up on that here with this High Priestess. The High Priestess a lot of the times can signify secrets or things that will be revealed later. And I don't think that they genuinely understand. They understand that something's going on, but they truly don't understand the gravity of it. They don't. They don't understand the frustration, the level of frustration that I'm feeling just by reading this. Pile 2, but that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm wishing you guys all the best. You guys deserve to be happy and have a connection that fulfills you. And if this one isn't, I truly do wish you the best, and I wish you all of the luck. You really do deserve to be happy. But this is what I'm seeing. If it resonated, I would love to hear more about it in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the chance to read for you again in another video soon. And hopefully I'll see you later. Bye! Hello group 3. If you chose these mushrooms, then this is going to be your reading on how your person thinks that you are feeling about them. So you've already pulled your oracle cards. Let's go ahead and get into tarot as well, and then we'll go ahead and start your reading. If you guys would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me at the email address I've listed in the description box down below, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay, let's get on into it. How does pile 3's person think that pile 3 is feeling? We have the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. We have Judgment, and we have the Emperor. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Pile 3, group 3. I'm sensing that for a lot of you, you both have been in a period of no contact for a while, or your connection has been on rocky grounds, and your person is under the impression that you are viewing this connection in new eyes. You are going through some sort of rebirth. The Deer talks all about gentleness and sweetness and being gentle toward others, and also it talks about rebirth. And we have several other cards that signify a renewal or a change in perspective, and those would be the Ace of Cups, that would be an emotional renewal, Judgment, and the key word here on this card is reckoning. Repopulation is another card that discusses shifting perspective. And yeah, we also have 2 very strong different energies. We have energies of sadness with Stormy, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. These are very heavy, very sad energies. We have this 2 of Swords here, which also symbolizes some sort of passing of some sort, or choice of some sort. And then on this side, we have much happier energy. So this is, I'm sensing a shift in perspective here that your person thinks that you are undergoing in terms of this connection. And what I'm really sensing is that either they sense that you have something that you would like to share in this regard with them, or you guys were in a period of no contact for a while and you guys have just recently come back into touch with one another, and they are under the impression that you have moved past this energy of sadness and on into this energy of wanting to grow from this together. Repopulation talks all about how you can look at a basket full of apples and all of the apples could have been eaten all the way down to their core. And even in this, it can be so disappointing to not see some shiny, juicy red apples. But if you really look at what it is, you see that inside of these cores, these chewed up cores, are seeds for planting. And I think it's really interesting that this card for repopulation would show up, and ripe fruits would show up too. And I'm really under the impression that your person thinks that you really want to try this again, or you really want to come out of some sad energy that you've been in the past, and really want to start focusing on the positives of this connection, or even just the positives in your own life. With the 3 of Swords here and the 5 of Pentacles, I'm sensing that your person still feels as though you are in a very tender space, where this wound hasn't healed all the way, and because of this, I'm sensing this needy energy. Your person views you as somebody who at the moment is feeling extra needy, or has a little bit more, is asking for a little bit more than what they normally would. And with the 2 of Swords here and then the Page of Pentacles, I'm really sensing, and this Page of Pentacles, the key word here is skill development. And I'm really sensing that they think that you are wanting to make a choice to start working more on developing this connection rather than running away from it or ending it or just throwing your hands up in the air and just letting it be. Your person is under the impression that you really want to work on this with them. And they are under the impression that you really want to work on this with them because you want some sort of renewal with them. You really want this connection to go in a better connection where there's more love, more emotional fulfillment, and where things that happen in the past are acknowledged and then they're let go of. Another thing that they're really seeing here with this 10 of Cups and the Emperor is that you really want fulfillment. You really want this happy ending. You want to go from the Ace of Pentacles all the way to this 10 of Pentacles. You want the whole story. And you really want to give all of yourself to this, and you really want to take up space or take a more action-oriented approach to this. Now, of course, you could be listening to this and thinking like, this is not what I'm feeling at all. However, this is very clear to me that this is what they feel as though you feel toward them. And for the Knight of Pentacles to be reversed, I'm sensing an impatience on your end. They view you as somebody who right now is not necessarily wanting to take things slowly. You're really wanting to just like kickstart this and begin again. But pile 3, this is what I'm seeing for you. If it resonated, I would love to hear more about it in the comment section down below. If it didn't, that's okay too, and there might be another message for you in a different video or in a different pile. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the opportunity to read for you again in another video. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye!